Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk about booby traps, and I think that would make a very good three-man militia in booby traps. Now, when I talk about booby traps, I'm not necessarily talking about booby traps that harm, but like I say, it's depending on what it is that you need to use it for. But booby traps come in handy for all kinds of things, and you could use it as simple as a snare for catching something to eat in the way of preparedness. And booby traps in Vietnam, we used a lot of booby traps, but they weren't so much to cause harm. A lot of it was to give notification, like we have the concertina wire, the big rolls of wire that we'd put around our position, and we'd put our food came in tin cans, so we would put these tin cans on that wire. So then not only when you hit that wire, it's hard to get through the wire, but it makes the cans rattle. And so that's a way to signal. And you could do the same thing in the way of, you have a blind area. We would have, what do you call it, tanglefoot. And it's either barbed wire or just plain old trip lines like a regular wire. You can use rope, you can use vines, you can use all this kind of stuff. And what it is when the enemy's coming in, they would get their feet tangled on it and trip and fall. And a lot of times we would hang cans, run string or something to some cans, and then so when they hit that line, those cans would rattle. And then so if you have a blind spot on one side or the other, you hear these cans rattling, you know something's coming on that flank, so or blind area. So booby traps are useful in a lot of different things, and you can either do them like even now. I use them like on the doorway. You've seen them; they're a magnetic kind of thing, and they're got to use a little battery, and then it comes apart whenever the door opens or window opens. Beep, 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 like that. Okay, that's a form of a booby trap too. And so there's electronic ones and motion detectors. You've heard me talk about motion detectors. These are all different types of ways to let you know when danger is approaching. And I say a three-man militia in booby traps would be quite useful and a lot of fun. It's like I say, you can. Oh, I know one, a real good one. Have you ever seen them where you put them on the door, and you can put a bucket of water or some confetti or something like that. Someone opens the door and then it all falls down. See, so there's fun things you can do with booby traps too. Booby traps are very important, and when you're using them to secure an area, you can use them a little bit nastier, meaner booby traps, like I say, to protect your flanks and stuff. And but you need to have some skills in booby traps to know how to make these things function, whether electronic or manual ones. It doesn't make any difference. And they work, let's say someone is using night vision. Okay, they can run around and they can go places and stuff like that with night vision, but at the same time, their night vision isn't going to pick up the booby traps, and the booby traps will let you know that they're coming. So that's a good thing. When I was training SWAT teams, I used a tanglefoot type of situation I'd set up, and I'd run a wire, a trip line, across the hallway. And if you can secure it good and strong, and like you can even use a piece of rope, if it's dark, and if you can do it strong, it's enough to trip people as they're coming through. You can do it. Like in Vietnam, we'd put those up, and when they trip it, a flare would shoot up. So you could also do it with a Claymore too. So I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can do the trip line. So but there's so many different ways to do it, and they're really inexpensive. And like I say, some are portable, like I was talking about the battery operated ones. And matter of fact, I left my last one at the last hotel I was in. But you can put it on the doorknob, and when the door moves, then it starts beeping and letting you know. So there's, and I use that. I used to use that same one. I put it on my luggage when I'm at the airport, and then this way I can just go and take a nap. And somebody grab my bag, well then it goes beep beep beep. So there's a lot of good uses, positive uses for different types of booby traps. And might think about putting together a 3-man militia in booby traps and see what you can come up with. There's no limit. I've used, one time I had a motion detector camera, and I guess now they use them for like deer and stuff like that. But I used it in my business. We had somebody that was stealing tips, and so then I just put the motion detector camera up there, and wouldn't you know, I found out who was stealing the tips. So there's many ways of using booby traps, and there's all different kinds of booby traps. And booby traps is one of those things, you can have a toolbox full of booby traps that if you have the knowledge on how to use it, that toolbox would not be used by anybody else. And then as you travel and you need some help, like we talked about, when you're moving in a scenario where bad times and stuff like that, and you could be helpful by using your knowledge on booby traps to help secure areas that would put you up for the night, feed you, and take care of you, and it won't cost you anything. Just share your knowledge in booby traps. So think booby traps. There's something positive you can do with booby traps. Get your 3-man militia, form one, join one, start one, do one. In anything, it's going to be good for you. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.